Live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fabulites. This is Angela, and I have got questions for you. What opens with Miss Yolanda in her office being surprised by her daughter Gigi and the corporation that she's working with, or whatever, the designer she's working with, and what closes with one of the girls being picked by that designer as his model and saying, "This is the most important competition I've won, and it's finally I win a competition. This is the most important one." If you guys making a model, season 1, episode 7, you're correct. Thank you so much for clicking on the channel or joining us live and sticking around to see how we get from opening to closing. I'm Angela, and the channel is Be Fabulous You. Thank you also for being one of my first 1,000 subscribers, a charter subscriber to the Fabulite family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you not a subscriber? Not you. I know you a subscriber. You over there. Well, go on and subscribe. Or consider subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. All of that helps. The content, of course, is free. But I take payments and likes and comments and subscriptions. So go on, and y'all know you ain't going to just come and visit and just not leave something. Just leave something. So let us proceed. So we have Yolanda in her office. She's being surprised by her daughter Gigi, and her daughter Gigi is talking about her Tommy Hilfiger brand. And she wants to help the young models understand the composition of a photo and how to pose. That's what Gigi's goal is. We see Karen with Carrington's mom, and she's been used to being alone. Karen has been alone, but now that Carrington is there, they have to share a room. And there's a mini argument with them about sharing space. Karen is like, the nitty-gritty is, the woman says, Carrington's mother is like, well, Karen, the nitty-gritty is that you want to be in control. And then Allie comes up, and there's no one downstairs. Oh, Allie comes in, you know, that's Yolanda's assistant, or one of the women who works with Yolanda. And there's no one downstairs or upstairs that discloses the issue that, you know, that the women are having, like, you know, getting along. Yolanda has a special workout. She's going to learn how, she has them going on a special workout. They're going to learn how to fight and how to get back up, because, you know, that's what modeling is all about. That's what life is about, fighting and getting back up and accepting rejection. So today we're fighting each other. The ladies find out we're going to box it out, we're going to get aggressive, and so you can move on, you know. So that's good, because, you know, they have whatever issues they have. I don't know what Miss Bella is back there talking about. In the interview, Kat is like, I don't need to learn to box. I need to learn to get Yolanda to say that Lillian is the winner. And then Lillian is like, well, maybe you should ask Karen, I guess, because Karen's daughter, is it Michaela? Miss Bella, hush now. Hush up all of that fuss, Miss Thang. And then we see Carrington and Michaela seem to be kind of the featured fight. And there's nothing much to the fight from what I can tell. Then Karen and Lisa, I think Lisa is Carrington's mom. And then Lillian chooses to fight Mackenzie. And then Yolanda is like, finally, I get to see some fighting spirit out of Mackenzie. So, you know, I guess she's excited about that. Then tomorrow is probably going to be the most exciting day. The lady, Yolanda, is letting them know you all have a chance. And then back at the house, Carrington finds a note on the bathroom mirror, and it's from the daughter. It's from Michaela, I think. And it says, I wiped up, and let's all work together for the next 2 weeks, you know, to keep the place clean, or to keep our space clean, or whatever. And then she and her mom, Carrington and her mom, decide that they're going to pretend that they didn't see it. I guess because it got on their nerves and they don't want to fight. They just, you know. Okay, so then we see there's going to be a Photoshop for the Tommy Gigi collection. And Yolanda wants to see, 1, how they behave on set, and 2, how they represent the brand, and then 3, their photos. Those are the criteria that are going to be used to determine, you know, what's going on. In real life, she says the moms are not allowed on the set, which I didn't realize. I thought if they were minors, their representatives were allowed on the set. And then we have Gigi, and she she's natural and she feel, Gigi tells them to be natural and feel natural and fresh and cool and easy and be yourself. Then the first girl up to model is Michaela. Surprise, we find out that the IMG representative Lewis is on the set. And Yolanda is like, we'll watch how they take direction and how they behave on the set. And that's going to, tell, it's going to give us more information about them. So they're telling Michaela to loosen up and to move and to be free and don't worry about the camera. And then, they're saying that she's so focused on her face or the upper part of her body that her lower body is kind of lost. And, Tyra Banks in her little TV show talks about head to toe modeling, like being conscious of like your whole total body. So we see she don't have that consciousness according to them. And then we see Brianna, and she seems to stay moving, and Yolanda is like, wow, Brianna really improved, and Gigi really loves Brianna. And then Brianna gets a hug and a kiss from Yolanda. And she says, I know I got a hug and a kiss from Yolanda, so I must have done good. And then we see the two blonde moms. And they say they needed a boost and a win. It's so hard out here, being them. And then they say, they're sorry that, their children don't have curly hair. And they hope that this week the person isn't looking for curly hair. Because it's so hard for people with straight hair. Athena seems loose and free on set, and she's good at moving her body and face. But her face, she's good at moving her body, but they say her face basically stays the same way for like 20 frames. Like, again, the head to toe modeling and like the managing everything. It's like she's so focused on her body that she done lost her face. Then we see Mackenzie. They say that she seems stiff and scared to move, and Yolanda feels like her mother Teresa is keeping Mackenzie in her insecurities. And then they like her face, though. They really like her face. And then Carrington has done a lot of photo shoots, and she says she knows her angles. And Yolanda is like, well, being on Instagram is a little bit different. It's a different kind of model, but the people seem excited by what Carrington is doing. So it seems like it works out well for her. Then we see Lillian and Kat preparing, and they really like Lillian. And Yolanda said sees effort and hard and a hard edge, and she wants a softer side. But they really seem to like Lillian. Lillian is very confident that she is going to get the W this week. Finally, she's going to get the W. Then we see Gigi at Tommy Hilfiger's, and they're joined by Yolanda. So the shoot is over, and they're processing it. They talk about set performance and the brand rep and the photo, like the criteria that are going to be used to select who is selected to win. Tommy really loves Brianna and Athena and Carrington, and he thinks Michaela looks like a Tommy girl, and he thinks that Lillian looks unhappy. And Gigi is fighting for Lillian because Gigi really liked her personality and liked how she was on set. And then Tommy is like, well, Tommy is the client, so they have to go by, is the client, he goes by the photo. He doesn't know how somebody was on set. And then Gigi was the one on set, so she knows how someone is on set. And Yolanda is sort of deferring to those two since she wasn't on set and she wasn't she's not the client. And Gigi is really not wanting to do this. She really doesn't want, Lillian to be as low down as she's getting ranked. But Yolanda's like, my daughter loves everyone. She doesn't want to be mean to anyone. Nobody does, really. Okay, so then, we're getting the feedback for the girls. They say Athena needs more facial expressions. Carrington is at the bottom. They say they liked when she let loose and, let go of the social media type stuff. They say you have incredible photos. Don't give up. You have what it takes. So they're trying to be very encouraging. Gigi is really not liking this whole ranking thing. And then in the middle is Lillian, and they said that's good. She's up from the bottom. It's growth. She took direction well, and she loved working. Gigi said, I loved working with you. And then Michaela, they said the image was amazing. But she was not as willing to learn. Like, her final product was the best, but her working on the set, Gigi didn't so much care for her. And then at the top is Brianna and Mackenzie. And they say they are so happy about Mackenzie's photos, and Brianna's movement and letting loose and not afraid to make mistakes. They really like that. And then Tommy, he makes the decision. He's the client, and he picks Mackenzie. He said there was a twinkle in her eye. She is the essence of beautiful skin and positivity. Her positive attitude and professionalism, and professional attitude, you know. And he said, and she says, you know, I won finally, and this is the most important one in my opinion. So dang, if I had known it was going to end this quickly, I could have gone on and done number 8. But I'm going to leave it, and we'll come back to number 8. But that was that episode of Making a Motto. And we got one more to go before the season ends. Y'all know I told you that I just found it on a fluke on a Saturday when I went to look for it on a Tuesday or Wednesday or whenever it was scheduled to come on. I couldn't find it anywhere. And then I just found it on a fluke. So I watched it all on one day. But that's what I got. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, for being here, for being you, and for being fabulous. And remember, continue to do that. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. Be you.